Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
This is Zakiyyah, and you're listening to PoPolitickin.
As your ears consume this opera mixed with rap, it's hip-hop. 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 No, I'm not number one, cause I'm in my own category. The perfect blend of evident and allegory. The perfect supplement to this triumphant story of black renaissance and its ascent to glory. Academics like to call it double consciousness. I call it melanin-induced confidence. I call it representing every continent and making sure those asleep are now cognizant. Not really a rapper, but limits don't occur to me. Graduated first, Rip Shop University. They trying to figure out which box to put me in. I told them pick anyone and I'll make it bend. Whether in the ghetto or at the symphony, I carry my match like wives carry Tiffany. They call it inappropriate, I call it history. Making black as legit as Becky's sanctity. This for my peoples that twerk but still weed. This for my posse that's bright but smoke weed. This for my eyes too limited to see. The black is just as Michelle as Cardi B. The black is just as Lupita as it is me. The black never gets in with the keys. That before we can grow we must receive. All the forms we're blessed to conceive. It's hip-hop. 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 Let your tongue form the smooth sounds of ebonics. And when they ask why, I tell them that your culture's chronic. Sicker than the flu, but even better yet iconic. Unlike the people trying to copy it, how ironic. If ethnic ain't professional enough for the corporate, don't assimilate, instead readjust the orbit. Put your foe in the center of it and absorb it. And come wash, they throw that ish in the throat. And yes, just as real eyes realize, recognize that Negro eyes, Negro eyes. Put respectability, politics aside, and replace it with a strong stride of black pride. As your ears consume this opera mixed with rap, know where the world is lacking and then fill the gap. Now grab your neighbor's hand and join in as we make a pact to never let our wish to fit and compromise our black. Never compromise our black. I know my history is excellence personified, and if I do embrace it, then that greatness will be multiplied. I promise to reach out to my brethren who forgo the mission. If it's cause they're scared of darkness, give it a new definition. I know black was made to represent all that's bad and evil, only cause power this profound had to be illegal. Attempts to subdue my spirit or an act of violence. Speak like for every long century, my voice was silenced.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music. Type in PoPolitickin. Listen to some of our interviews since 2008. 1212. I'm in the place to be with Zakiyyah. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So, where's your hometown? Where you from?
I am from the Bean, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, sorry about that. Nah, I'm messing with you. I was growing up over there.
Your sentiment is correct. You know, there's not a whole lot to do, but, you know, a lot of great schools out here. So I was able to benefit from that at least.
Okay. And then how did you get into music?
That's just kind of in the blood. I mean, I grew up listening to my parents' music growing up. They had all that Motown old school flavor. And I had an interest in performing, started out as a dancer, And then I found out that there was a performing arts high school in Boston, the only one. And I decided to audition, and ever since then, it's kind of been a main focus of mine.
Then
Yeah.
you have it's like Hip-Hopera, right?
Well, that's my thing. That wasn't really what I studied, but
But how did you? I guess how did that?
how did it come about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially, when I was looking for a voice teacher to help with my audition for my high school, Boston Arts Academy, the voice teacher that I found wound up being an opera singer. And at the time, I had absolutely no interest in singing opera. I was convinced I was going to be the next, Patti Labelle or somebody. And but by the time I started high school, everybody was calling me the opera singer because I was good at it, and I wound up being in an opera, so I kind of started to embrace it. However, the neighborhood that I grew up in, everybody was, listening to hip hop and R&B, and so I kind of felt like I belonged to these two conflicting worlds, and felt like I had to compromise to figure out which one I fit in, but they were both a part of me, so I didn't really want to choose. So that's essentially how Hip-Hopera was born, because I didn't want to compromise any part of myself.
So how would you kind of describe that sound?
I would say it's a mixture of dope hip hop beats with some operatic vocals put on top. Perfect blend of two completely different worlds.
And then I wanted you to talk about some of your current projects you got out.
So Hip-Hopera is the first single that I have out. It's actually the first single from an album that I'm working on called African Import that I plan to release next year. And essentially, African Import is dedicated to and inspired by the Black diaspora. So it's actually not just Hip-Hopera, even though Hip-Hopera is in there. It's a fusion of a lot of different sounds that come out of the Black diaspora. It has a little R&B. It has a little bit of reggae in it. And it's a tribute to all the excellence that we have to offer the world.
And you were saying you've been pretty busy. So what you been up to?
Right now, in addition to interviews, I have a lot of planning I'm doing for live appearances, and I have a showcase that I'm planning in Boston. And I also am in the studio, obviously trying to work on some more music so that I can keep people on their toes.
And then what are some of your interests outside of music?
I would say I love social justice. When I was in college, I studied political science and sociology, which is why having conscious messages in my music comes pretty naturally to me. And I plan to use my art as a tool for social change. So whenever I'm not working in the arts, or whether it be theater or dance, because I do love to act and dance as well, when I'm not doing that, I am trying to use my art or any other vehicle I can to address social issues.
What issues are you trying to address?
Issues concerning racial justice, all of the isms, racism, sexism, all the phobias, homophobia, transphobia, things like that, things that make life harder for certain groups of people unnecessarily.
And then I want you to share some good life advice you received.
Oh. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Yeah, that's good advice that I've received, because particularly in industries such as this one, you have to be able to watch your back and stay focused and have a good support system so that you can do what you need to do while you have other people on your team seeing things that you're not seeing.
Yeah, what's some good music business advice you received?
Well, that was for the music business, but
But you gotta give us another one. Then we got two there.
Yeah. Okay. So another one, particularly for the music business, I would say to hold on to your artistic integrity, because in this industry, it's very easy to get caught up in what's mainstream and what people will like, that you lose sight of who you are as an artist, just trying to please people and trying to get the numbers. So you want to make sure that when you do get the success that you get, that you're proud of it and it's something that you can look back on and say, okay, at least I was still myself.
And what do you love the most about music?
I love how expressive music is and how it's a universal language that can reach anyone from anywhere in the world, even if they don't necessarily speak the language. And I think that is something that other regular languages just can't do the way music can.
And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
I would like to say thank you so much for your support. I've been working really hard to make sure I give my all, and the fact that that's been well received by people means so much to me, and I couldn't be more appreciative.
And anybody just not hearing about you through this interview, why should they go check you out and follow you?
They should check me out because I give my all to what I do, and I'm pretty confident that I'm not like anything else that they've ever heard. So, yeah. I think that's good enough reason.
I want to say thanks for coming through Politickin with me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no doubt. You want to tell me your social media? Any shout outs?
Yes. So on Instagram, you can follow me at Zakiyyah, ZAKIYYAH_official. And on Facebook, you can follow me at Miss Zakiyyah, MISSZAKIYYAH.
Thanks for listening to PoPolitickin.com, a self-help meets hip-hop brand. If you are an artist or business owner wanting to be featured on PoPolitickin.com, contact us at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. That's PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Or text 760-717-5803. If you're a listener that enjoys the show and wants to support, you can donate to PoPolitickin.com via PayPal.com. Please send donations to PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Any amount will be helpful in continuing to create quality content and shows. As always, check out PoPolitickin.com for past episodes. Make sure you subscribe to PoPolitickin on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.